How are we, my friends? You are very welcome along to today's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. I'm going to be speaking about potential incomings and outgoings from the football club. Incomings would be lovely right now, wouldn't they? Before this summer's transfer window comes to a close, we are now officially 2 months into the summer transfer window, and Liverpool still have not made one single solitary signing, not even a contract extension. So can we expect that to change between now and August the 30th at 11 p.m? Well, I certainly hope so, and over the next few minutes I'm going to try and do my best to keep you up to date with where we are at. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. We're going to get stuck into it. I have a little announcement to make though. We have officially booked in a show for November in Liverpool. We're returning to the Hot Water Comedy Club. We're going bigger and better. We're going to have a musical act with us, a stand-up comedian with us, and of course yours truly will be there as well. I don't have a date when those tickets are going to go on sale yet, but the booking is now confirmed. November the 15th at the Hot Water Comedy Club. It's during the international break. We're coming back across for one bigger, better show. So hopefully I will see you there. If you came to the last one, thank you so much. It went so well that people said, why don't we do it again? And that's exactly what we've done. So look, I'm going to get into it now and start off with, I guess, a bit of disappointing news from the PGMOL front. First game of the season, away at Ipswich. And who have they stuck in VAR? That's right, Stuart Atwell. The guy who hadn't got the backbone to call the referee to the monitor when Jeremy Doku kicked Alexis McAllister in the chest in that 1-1 draw. A game that, quite frankly, they bottled, making the difficult decision. But first game of the season, welcome to the Premier League, Arne Slot, and get used to the shenanigans, shall we say, that is going to start commencing, and hopefully we don't get it on day one. But not a great selection on VAR duty there. Now we move on to a potential outgoing from the football club, and this one is Owen Beck. It looks as though QPR are in talks with Liverpool about taking Owen Beck on loan for the upcoming season. No problem with that whatsoever. Wishing the young man all the best. But there is a bit of a worrying trend. Harvey Blair, James McConnell and Bobby Clark all posting cryptic black and white images or videos talking about time running out and wanting to play football. They're clearly not happy behind the scenes at the club either. Bobby Clark has been strongly linked with a move to Salzburg. They've put in, I think, 3 bids for the kid now. Pep Linders clearly wants to bring him across to the Austrian Bundesliga. So he may be departing, but it doesn't smell right at the club right now, does it? It doesn't feel like everybody is on the same page. We're still getting to terms with the absolutely catastrophic failure to land Martin Zubamendi. We can all as human beings understand why a kid would decide to stay with his boyhood club, but the fact that it was dragged out for so long and we had no indication that he was changing his mind, well, that's worrying. Not nearly as worrying though as not having a number 2 option, and that seems to be the case. Multiple people, including Lewis Steele, are saying it's now unlikely that Liverpool will move on to alternative targets in the holding midfield department. Liverpool are being opportunistic in the market and only signing players that will definitely improve the team. They've signed nobody. They've improved nothing. And they don't look like they're about to improve anything. This is 4 years now. to sign this defensive midfielder, and they failed again. So excuse me if I laugh at some of this journalism that are suggesting that Liverpool won't go into the market because once again nobody on God's green earth is good enough to come in and play in our midfield. Nah, it smacks of cheapness once again. I start getting worried when I see their name linked with Conor Gallagher, but hopefully nothing comes of that because he ain't it either. So whether it's Ederson, whether it's Frankie de Jong, of course he is on really high wages, Coop Miners, or many other players that can come in and do a job. Stop trying to kid us all that there's nobody out there. Stop trying to kid us like Melissa Reddy has tried to do with the potential rebuilding of a spine next year. A big window, as difficult as it might be. Come on now. We've been through this before. These owners have no will to win. They're making the manager operate with two hands tied behind his back. And now we can't even keep players. We're selling them and it's not even sell to buy. It's just sell to sell. Carvalho, gone. No replacement, just gone. And we're supposed to have faith in these owners? Our fans on our Anfield Agenda channel did a poll last night. 65% of them believe that the best we can hope for is 3rd or 4th place. That's worrying going into a brand new season, particularly after a fairly good pre-season where we could see a couple of little additions, 1 or 2 signings, and we'd be good to go. Now, one player who has had a bid rejected for him, but not from Liverpool, is Johan Bakayoko. Sashi Tavalieri reported that Nottingham Forest had put in a bid with PSV Eindhoven to try and sign the youngster. Had a decent Euros, playing with Belgium, of course. Sashi Tavalieri would know him well, and hasn't moved as of yet. Now, he's been linked to Liverpool in the past, but, you know, we are the kings at looking at, monitoring, watching, but then deciding they're not good enough or not worth the money. So maybe this will be another one that we can say, well, we looked at, we monitored, but we didn't think was worth the money. So what are we going to do over the coming days and weeks? When you have journalists who I respect, like James Pearce, coming out and saying Liverpool aren't looking to bring in a goalkeeper in this summer window, and then a few hours later, news breaking that we've had offers rejected over in Spain for Valencia's goalkeeper, Georgi Mamardashvili, you have to ask yourself, what is going on? How can these things that we clearly know to be untrue be being portrayed as true? And nobody's challenging it. We're just supposed to sit here as fans and accept the status quo and let all the Kool-Aid drinkers just continue to spout nonsense that we all know isn't true. The promise of a big summer next summer. The promise of everything. But no action. I don't want Arne Slot getting fired halfway through the season because he hasn't got the squad to challenge and he's been scapegoated. I want the manager back with the players that everybody knew we needed going into this window. All the journalists. Centre-back, midfielder and a winger or an attacker. So far, zip, nada. Not even strengthening with regards to giving Trent a new deal. How is he going to be looking at this, by the way? Trent looking at this situation thinking, oh yeah, this is a club that want to win. This is a club that clearly have ambition. They're just making it worse and worse. And they were the ones who told us all to wait for August. The big August was coming. We just had to bide our time. Trust the process. Well, once again, the process has failed. Whether it's George Smatka last summer failing or Edwards and Hughes this summer failing, it is failure. It isn't good enough. We should expect more. We should demand more. And it's time that these owners start to be held to account for the way that they've run this football club, which is penny pinching, which is miserly, and which quite simply, my friends, is not good enough. So that is where we're at the minute. Of course, I'll be back tonight at 8:45 with the late night agenda where we'll go through everything in more detail. Love to know your thoughts. Feel free to let us know in the comment section. Drop a like if you've enjoyed the video and don't forget to subscribe both here and of course to the Anfield Agenda Clips channel. There's also a podcast episode gone up with myself and David Lynch talking about all things transfer related, so you can find that on whatever your favourite podcast platform of choice is. Just search Anfield Agenda and we should be there. Hopefully, I've got some better news later on, but thank you all for sticking with us throughout this. It is a very frustrating time for all of us. I know we don't always see things the same way, but we all want the best for the football club. And I think most of us will agree this isn't it. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.